and welcome into the 2024 Heart Football Media Day. I'm your host today. My name is Jillian Carol Latrinko, and next up, we are looking forward to speaking with first-year head coach of the Missouri Valley Vikings, Casey Crehan. We are also joined by student athletes Ethan Towers and Zane Thompson. Guys, thanks so much for your time today. We're going to jump right in, and Coach, we're coming your direction. So you're no stranger to the Heart as you were head coach at Peru State. But just tell us about your excitement for year one, leading the Vikings, and a little bit about the team so far.
Well, yeah, first of all, I'm elated to be here at Missouri Valley. Missouri Valley has a tremendous tradition on the football field. I'm honored to be able to take that torch and to continue to move it forward. We're led in this institution by a phenomenal president in Dr. Parisi. He has a great vision for our football program and for this institution as a whole. And AD Mike Mockles, who actually was just inducted to the NAIA Hall of Fame. So very excited to be here. I think the thing that makes Missouri Valley what it is its people. Tremendous people around here, people that are excited about the community, the college, want to see the football program do well, but more importantly, people who like coming to work every day. It's not one of those places where you come to work and you see people with a sour look on their face. People are in general excited to be here, and they've welcomed me and my wife, Lori, and my two kids, Camille and Weston, into the community with open arms and into this college. So very thankful for that and grateful for the opportunity.
Very cool. Well, Coach, would you introduce us to Ethan and Zane and just talk to us about what they mean to your program?
Absolutely. I'm proud to introduce both of these guys. They represent our school in a tremendous manner, not just on the field, but also off. They're both great student athletes. They're both going to be graduates of this institution, and they're leaders for me on the football field. And so I'm honored to introduce them to you. We have Ethan Towers, who plays on our defensive line, and Zane Thompson, who is our offensive center on our offensive line. And we believe if you're going to win in college football, it starts up front. So we have two guys right here that are upperclassmen, that are returners, that are going to help us try to achieve the things we want to achieve this year as a football team.
Awesome. Ethan, let's head your way. How did summer workouts go? How did preparation for the season go? And just how excited are you to get back with your teammates?
I think it went phenomenal because I've been here 4 years, and the change that he's bringing is it's like a breath of fresh air. It's honestly a lot more intensive, which is what I think we need to get over that cusp and become a way better football program. So the way the new workouts and everything and the summer workouts, they're phenomenal. And I don't think they could get any better unless we just work harder.
Nice, nice. What inspired you to play college football? And what do you love most about the game?
What inspired me most was probably watching all the older guys in my high school go off and go do stuff. A lot of guys stuck around where I'm from and would just stick around and not do much. So seeing those guys leave and go different places of the country, it was one of the things I always wanted to do. And then once I got the opportunity to do so, it almost was a no-brainer.
Very cool. And Zane, coming your way, tell us about where you're from and what you're majoring in.
So I'm from Lake of the Ozarks here in Missouri, born and raised here. And I'm majoring in ag business with a minor in animal science.
Very cool. Your teammate just kind of alluded to some changes that Coach Crehan and some improvements, we'll say, has brought to the program. How excited are you to play for him and on a team that's led by him?
I'm ecstatic. I think it's going to be, like Ethan said, a breath of fresh air. So I'm very excited. I think what he's doing to the program is going to push us in the right direction and get us where we need to be.
Very cool. Coach, coming back to you, for Missouri Valley College fans that may be watching and are interested in your coaching philosophies, obviously your teams, your players are sharing that you've brought a level of intensity, but talk to us a little bit about what a Coach Crehan-led team looks like. And for the new fans, What can they expect from you as a coach this season?
Well, the first thing is hopefully they see a team that respects this great game. We have a tremendous game. We have the best game. And we want to reflect that with how we play. We want to respect the game. We want to respect our opponent, and we want to respect every man or woman we come into contact within the football life. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, we want to run a culture of accountability. Okay. And then lastly, we want to be competitive. And to be competitive, that means we have to be in great physical condition. And we want to play the game at 100% all the time. And that's not easy to do. You have to be in great condition to be able to do that. But the game's meant to be played violent and physical, and it's meant to be played with great energy. And hopefully that's what they see out of us this fall.
And I'll take a moment to step aside for voice of the Vikings. Ken, go ahead.
Coach, you were hired in December. What's the biggest challenge from that point until you get ready for fall camp as you try to build this program the way you want it?
Well, I think that the challenges are you have a relatively new coaching staff. You're going to have 3 new systems on every phase of the ball. And when you look at our current roster, although we're joined by 2 great returners here today, we don't have a lot of returning players. So it's going to be a lot of new faces, new coaches, new schemes. And then, we had a very minimal summer program. So we are going to have to try and tie that together all here in fall camp. Our success or failures are going to be directly related to how we perform in fall camp. Because that's going to be our opportunity to put it all together.
You talked about your staff a little bit. I know you have some returning coaches. You've been in the coaching profession quite a while yourself, Casey. How'd you put it all together? And tell me a little bit about your staff.
Well, I think anytime you're looking for staff, it's easy to hire the right experience, but finding the right people is the challenge. And so we wanted to find the right people first. Men of character, men that believe in the mission statement that Missouri Valley has, and then who are similar in terms of how they feel it building a program, what it takes to build a program. So we've been fortunate. I've been able to surround myself throughout my head coaching career and here at Missouri Valley to surround myself with some really top caliber people, and that's what I think we've been able to assemble here at Missouri Valley.
All right, for Ethan, I've watched you play for the last couple of years. Number one, how's your health? I know you've had a few injury problems. Everything in good shape there as you head into fall camp?
Yep, I got everything oiled up, greased up, and ready to go. So I'm ready to go, and no bumps or bruises or nothing. So I should be good. Should be
Coach,
feeling really phenomenal this year.
If you watch film on this guy, a few years ago, he wasn't as big as he is now. I remember last year coming out and said, "Who is this guy?" Grew to 6'7". So you have grown quite a bit since you've been at Valley, haven't you, Ethan?
Yeah, I grew about 1 inch. I was when I got here, I was about 6'5", and I just got measured today. I was a little bit over 6'6" so yeah, just about. And yeah, so I grew a little bit, and then I put on about 70 pounds.
Yeah.
I was about 205 when I got here. Now I'm roughly 260, 265.
What are your goals for this year?
I just want to see our team come together more than they have before. I want to see what we can do when we're really all clicking and all firing at all cylinders, and there's no bumps in the road and there's no mishaps. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I want to see how great of a team can Missouri Valley be under the right coaching with the right mentors, right like personnel, everything. I just want to see what we can do because, like he said, we're once a powerhouse and we're trying to get back to that.
Now, your coach is a defensive specialist. I imagine you like that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. He's letting the reins off me a little bit.
Zane, offensive lineman. That's really quite a very important unit. Tell me about yourself and the others who are going to be on that offensive line this year. Are you happy with the group?
Yes, sir. We're a pretty tight-knit group. We're all going to be about the same age, most likely, and we're all pretty tight. So it'll be good to see all of our cooperation and all of our teamwork together. And I think we'll be very well rounded and smooth in our execution of plays.
Well, you come from a very successful high school program, the Camdenton Lakers. How do you take that, your winning attitude, and how do you project that to other players on your team? Can you do that?
Yeah. I feel like it's more about our actions than our words. I mean, Camden, we always said our actions speak louder than our words. So I think by doing that, just by showing and letting my actions speak for everything that I do, I think that's kind of how I bring part of that winning program to here.
And you've said you like the system now. How about the off-season training in the weight room? Could you tell a difference this year under Coach Crehan?
Oh, 100%. It was a lot more fast paced and a lot more metabolic workouts rather than normal strength training. So it was nice to see everything that faster pace, and guys maybe struggled in the beginning, and then towards the end they were getting after it. So it was pretty cool to see that.
All right. And one final question to Coach. Coach, as you said, new coach, your first year here. Most of the players are coming in next week. It's going to be kind of difficult to teach them all a new system, isn't it, in just 3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah, it will. It's a challenge, but we have to find a way. We have to find a way to be able to get it done. We have to focus on what we're going to need in the early part of the season, and we need to focus on that in training camp. And we just need to teach concepts. And if you teach concepts, eventually you can start changing who does what and those kind of things. But if they grasp the overall concepts, it's easy to move the chess pieces around a little bit.
All right. Well, Coach and Ethan and Zane, look forward to working with all of you this year and getting ready for September 7th.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. Coach, one last question for you. You're no stranger to the Heart, obviously leading another school, but there's 2 new programs in the Heart. There's lots of growth. Just talk to us about, in general, the state of the conference, how competitive it is, and kind of the future of the conference.
Well, it's funny you asked that question because we had a department-wide staff meeting this morning with our whole athletic department, and our president, who I already referenced, Dr. Parisi, asked what we thought of the Heart Summit. And, I answered him by saying, I'm very impressed with the vision of this league right now. From a football standpoint alone, we've gone to some of the things they do at the bigger levels, iPads on the sidelines, coaches' challenges. They're trying to enhance game day experiences. They're doing a lot more in terms of live streaming, like what Ken does. I think a lot of the conference schools are stepping up their game that way to get these student athletes more exposure. So I'm very impressed with the vision of the conference and them really wanting to jump into the modern times here.
Very cool. Well, Coach and Zane and Ethan, thank you so much for your time. Wishing you well. The best of luck this season. Thanks again for participating in Media Day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.